What a lie. Shiloh can never leave. She is my everything. Nothing can bring you back. Shiloh is all I have. Oh. Seribot is here. Why did Sweden start painting barcodes on the side of their battleships so they can... What? So they can Scandinavian... what? Scandinavian? Oh. I guess so. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oh. Years roll by without you, Marnie. 17 have come and gone. I raised our Shiloh with the best intention. But there's something I can't tell her. I am lost without you here. I am only living out a lie. Okay, so I did most of the dailies before stream today, so we can just jump right into the story.
What a beautiful...
Shh, Talene, do not speak. Do not speak. Scan the Navy? No. Yeah. I thought it was kind of clever. Like, I understood it after reading it a second time, but it wasn't, like, incredibly juicy. Like, it was an alright joke. And hello, Lemon. And also hello, Dime. Meow, 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 meow. Meow Mix. The only food cats ask for by name. 17 have come and gone. Ooh, I actually just realized. I don't know why I realize this every time, but there is going to be voice acting, so that's fantastic. I also got some really fancy tea. What if I want to speak? You can. Who was I even saying that to? Do not speak. Was I talking about Seribot? Do not speak. I kind of forgot. Who was I speaking to?
Omen's Eye is an advanced spell that grants us a fleeting vision into fate.
Who's stopping you?
It'll drain my mana and plunge my consciousness into a dangerously unstable state. I need you to set up a stable magical barrier for my protection and provide the mental energy to sustain my consciousness.
Okay, Queen. How will the prophecy manifest? Will we get a clear vision?
Omen's Eye never offers a
I'm gonna put my hair up.
straightforward
It's too
answer.
hot for this.
We see only a fragment of the truth, probably in the form of an obscure symbol.
Only a fragment of the truth, probably in a form of an obscure symbol. Why would you use Omen's Eye if it's that bad,
It requires
though?
our interpretation, but in any case, it will surely provide guidance.
I think even, what's her name? Satrana had better visions than that. She had actual visions. Understood. I'll help you. I'm ready. Let's begin.
Now, let the fog that shrouds the truth be dispelled.
Okay. So, Satrana is better at magic than... Like, I'm confused. Because Satrana can see visions, but the Queen can't? The Omen cards appear. Ooh, is this like Arcana? Like, is this astrology? Okay. Not Arcana, the new talent. Twin Prophecies. A pair of wings dominates the second card. I clicked the first one. Their outstretched feathers call to the mind birds in flight, and your thought turns to Peggy and Cassidy, still trapped in the Hall of Ancients. You know what? I think I've had this tea steeping for like 10 minutes, so I think I should take off the bag. Oh, shoot. Shiloh can never leave. That's my biggest problem, over steeping this. Because for me, it's so natural to just drink it. You know what I mean? Like, just let the, what's it called? Let the tea bag float in the water while I drink it. But I think that oversteeps it. To be fair, I don't mind the strong taste, but this is really fancy tea. So I kind of want to give it the best shot. 17 have come and gone. am only living out a lie. Shiloh can never leave. She is my everything. You were talking to the character to Shush. Oh, it was Talene. It was Talene. I remember now. I do that all the time when Monster Hunter. The blacksmith always says the same can lines when you're making gear. Oh, I hate that. I mean, like, I get it. Like, there's only so many lines. But for some reason, some characters are better than others about it. Like, if the Resident Evil merchant wants to go, like, what you buying? I'm gonna let him speak, you know? I'm gonna let him... I guess because he doesn't talk that much. Shoot, I dropped the tea bag. Because I was, like, drinking it from the tea bag. Really intense flavor. I wanted to try it. So I was holding it up to make sure it didn't spill. This stuff is good. I don't know what they put in this, but I got it from a really, really fancy place. Like, that's the fanciest place I've ever been in my life. And I've been to, like, a beach resort before. Like, I know fancy. I don't go there often. "17 have come and gone. It's Rebecca time!" 100%. No, it's a loop. Every time. Ooh, that is rough. That is terrible. Howdy, howdy. I have the fanciest tea I'm gonna ever have right here in this cup. Oh. I guess this is the third card, and the middle card is supposed to be the first card. Yeah. The third card features a sword. Plain and unremarkable. It looks like any other one might find in an armory. Is that basically saying that Orion is basic? The 8 slender, sharp limbs make it clear that the creature on the card is a spider. I like spiders.
These are the hints for us. A spider, a pair of wings, and a sword.
I'm just saying the queen needs to step up their game, because how can the whole entire queen be this amazing mage who is part of the what is, I was about to say Arcana Association, but she does not have Arcana. Is it the Arcane Council? Yes, it's the Arcane Council. So she's a part of this Arcane Council. She's the 4th seat, so the 4th strongest mage in this world cannot beat Satrana's actual visions? What's happening? Like, is she really the best? Like, is she genuinely the best the Lightbearer Empire has? I'm so confused. And thank you so much for the cookie rain. I appreciate it. Cookie rain. It just feels absurd to me that she doesn't even know. Like, I've seen tarot card readers with more confidence than her.
They bear crucial information, but I can't discern it yet. Maybe I don't know enough about the case to make an informed guess.
You got a low roll. It should be 10, I think. I can actually check for you. That's the fun thing. And I'm not even gonna turn off the screen while I show you. So over here, somewhere. Over here, yeah. It should be rain, right? So it should be 20. Queen. Keen incisions I deliver. Unscathed organs. Here. It's like 10 or something. Like, it's 20, right? I said 20. And then the hurricane is way more. I am only living out a lie. Gotta save for hurricane. Oh! Hey, hey, we are hurricane. Drop our anchors in a storm. I will never be the same. A fire and a flask to keep us warm. That actually reminds me of the other hurricane.
Can you make sense of them based on your previous findings?
Oh my gosh. Not only do you get a bad kind of future spell, but you can't even make it out. Like, you don't even know how to interpret it. You don't know how to start. So this is a useless power. If you toggle the hurricane to show us, I take that as a win, because we got more cookies now. Ayy! If only the woodpecker sighs, Think about the clues related to the spiders. You know what? I'm glad we left off where we did last stream, because now I'm a little bit disappointed by the queen. Like, how you gonna be like the fourth seat, the fourth most powerful person, but you can't be a random mauler? Or follow your inner dragon and hoard. I hoard. I have so many. I don't know why, but the channel points, hoarding them for my favorite streamers makes me happy. Like, I think in Scully's stream, I have like 50,000. Let me check. Hold on. Let me actually check. Oh, you have to go now, but have a good stream. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Lucy, and it was so awesome. It's always lovely to see you. Over on Scully's stream, I have 644,000 channel points. They need to be secret. I don't think it would be good keeping the queen's secret at the Arcane Council member. Well kept, nor shut up about it, lol. Think about the clues related to spiders. The spider crawled on Rowan before he disappeared. Honestly, do you remember last season in the Tower of Memories how there was that cat, Lucia's cat? I have a feeling it has something to do with Lucia again. I don't know why. I just don't feel like this is Sia. Because I feel like Sia is not like a spider. If anything, Sia is more like serpent, more like sneaky. Spiders are kind of like normally seen as malicious beings, like in media and stuff. And I think Sia is just more undercover than that. So I have a feeling it's Lucia. At least that's at least my like theory right now. I just don't think. And Juju, welcome in. That's a lot of points. I actually cannot do fancy whistles. I can only do regular whistles. But I can snap in 2 different ways with both hands. The spider crawled on Rowan before he disappeared, and spider silks like threads were found where Hendrik went missing. Think about the clues related to a sword. Peggy failed to draw Excalibur in the Hall of Ancients. Could the sword have something to do with her disappearance? Think about the clues related to wings. You rack your brain for anything connected to wings, but nothing comes to mind. During my investigation, I found nothing. Anyway, gotta go. Came to say hello and goodbye. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. But see you next time, Juju. Have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Get back in the basement. Just kidding.
Excalibur is a symbol of kingship. By tradition, it can only be drawn after a king has passed away. Only those who have ascended the throne know what a sword bearer goes through. I know little about it.
She wasn't kidding, lol.
All this time, I've never wanted Peggy to bear the burden of the crown. I just want her to stay safe and happy.
I think the solution is easy here because she's a reagent, right? Is that what it's called? No, reagent is like a jump starter for like crystallization or like magic. So it's not a reagent, it's a regent, right? Like the person who's in charge until the leader is ready. You know, like if the child is a monarch. I mean, if the monarch is a child, then the next like adult figure is the one who takes the crown. Why doesn't she just give it to Orion? Like, how young is Orion? Because he's kind of an adult now, right? Like, he looks like an adult anyway. He looks at least 17. Like, at least 17. And then back in these, like, light bearer times, I'm pretty sure that's enough. Like, I'm pretty sure 18 is okay and 17 is okay.
You mentioned a spider. It must play a key role in the disappearances. But why a spider, of all things?
So my heart is telling me Lucia. But it could also be, like, some sort of spider hypogean. But I don't know, like Saida? Maximum? Whenever someone tells me they can't whistle, I can only stare in awe, lol. I can whistle regular, like, but I can't, like, do, like, songs and stuff. I know some people who will literally be able to change their pitch and everything. I can't do it. I can only do the regular one note whistle.
We must figure out what it really is and who is controlling it.
Ooh, this is good. One time, I wouldn't mind having amnesia, since Asperia might be counting on its life. The queen being a member, I did not see coming. I am certain, and I certain be bad at keeping her identity safe early game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, it's actually good that we just found out. I think this is a good time. But I need her to step up her game. I need her to show me how she made it to 4th seat. Because right now, I'm underwhelmed. I want to be overwhelmed. And last stream, it was really good that we stopped where we did. Because I was really impressed. And I need her to bring back the... what's the word? Like, I need her to live up to where she is. I have a few questions for Hendrik. Hendrik may have missed something. Hendrik didn't see a spider when he disappeared, but since he was taken the same way as Rowan, he must have missed some clues.
Although Hendrik is more inclined toward Orion, he is a man of integrity.
He's a man of
I'm sure he'll cooperate.
Of intelligence, energy, and integrity. If you get the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. I'm sure he'll cooperate.
Go ahead and investigate, Merlin. All I ask is that Peggy return to me safe and sound.
You and I'll be safe and sound. Sorry, I missed part of because lag. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was just saying that, like, I love that the queen was a part of the council. But at the same time, I feel like she's kind of not really, like, she's not showing me why she is in the position that she is of the council. I don't really care about the royalty side personally. Like, you can marry for, like, love, you know. So I'm assuming she married the king for love, or this is going to be a wild story. Tegritty Farms. No, it's a drag thing. Like a RuPaul's Drag Race thing. There was a drag queen who was like, I am a woman of intelligence, energy, and integrity. Something like that. And then the other person was like, what? I'll bring her back. Peggy will be fine. I cannot promise. Like, I don't like, for me personally, I don't like when we make guarantees we cannot keep, you know? So it always throws me off when we give absolute answers like, I will bring her back, or she will be fine. I actually haven't watched that much of South Park. I've seen a little bit, and then like clips, and then whatever episodes my friends tell me are good. Like, there's nothing. What? How does it go? Every day I'm thinking about you, Rebecca. I don't know what to do, Rebecca. You're so nice, I like to get to know you better. So what do you say we get together? You really are quite good looking, Rebecca. That was so funny, man. Like, I was rolling. And when my friends, like, sang that, I was, like, baffled. I was like, what are you singing? And they're like, you gotta watch this episode. I bring her back. Peggy will be fine. I don't like either answer. But I feel like this is a little bit more dismissive than this.
I'm placing all my hopes in you.
And what if I fail? Like, what if I fail? While Merlin is having an audience with the queen, Gwyneth finally reunites with her missing father. Gwyneth's perspective. Ooh. Good to know. Oh, I don't like prerequisites. Please be voice acted. Please be voice acted. If it's voice acted, then I'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm so relieved to see you back. Oh, that's Orion. I'm certain Orion is good. Like, I'm locking in my theory right now. I still didn't watch the trailer. I still want to, but maybe we'll watch it at the end. Thank goodness he seems alright. Is he telling the prince what happened in the chapel? Let me listen in on them. So I'm locking in my theory from last time that Orion is not a bad dude. I think he has a rocky relationship with his stepmother, the queen. But that it will be solved by the end of this season. And that he will realize that it wasn't the mom who was threatening his position. Because she doesn't care. Obviously, she wants Peggy to not be queen. She wants Orion to do that. And Orion wants to be king. So I'm pretty sure that it's just a misunderstanding from their side, but Sia is like manipulating them because that's what he does best. He's a slimy, greasy dude. Commander Hendrik, what exactly happened in the Hall of Ancients? Hendrik gives Prince Orion a full account of his experience in the Hall of Ancients. Your Highness, he's bending his arm, and I will stand by it that bending any part of your body makes you so much more photogenic. It just looks so good. If you take nothing, if you know nothing about photography, that is the one thing you can do to make yourself look better in a pose. At a time, I can say I've seen the episode, but not so much anymore. Oh, I see. The prince being evil would seem a bit strange. There's zero evidence of such. Right. But he is definitely working with Sia. And then they did kind of try to position it that way last stream. I'm not sure if you remembered it. But I just don't get bad vibes from Orion. Like, at all. In fact, he's kind of giving Snow White energy. Like, when I look at him, I'm like, oh, you know nothing. You're so nothing. You're like naive. Prince got a limp wrist though. I like it. I like it. It's honestly the same pose that Lennon had. And I think it looks good. Like, it's so much visual intrigue. It's visual intrigue. Imagine if he was just standing there, posing. Should have gave him the sword to rest on. He does have a sword. It's literally, isn't this a sword right here? It looks like a sword to me. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's just under his coat thing. I was attacked there by the moving armors and hypofiends. It seemed far like a deliberate conspiracy than an unfortunate accident. Oh, for sure. Moving armors? Hypofiends? Commander Hedrick, are you suggesting someone orchestrated the attack? No. You see what I mean? Like Orion, yes. What other solution is there? He literally directly said deliberate conspiracy. Deliberate, like he said it exactly. That's like saying, I think someone's gonna jump you tonight. Are you, and then looking at them and saying like, are you threatening me? Like, well, duh. That's right. What weighs upon my mind is that Excalibur drew itself to vanquish the Hypofiends. Thank you, an honest account of what happened. Not that whatever manifested. Rowan and Roland being in the same story is wild. But that King Roland came back. I hate that account. But this is the true account of what happened. Excalibur drew itself to vanquish the Hypofiends, an occurrence wholly without precedent. There must surely be some deeper cause at work, I agree. Alas, I was sent back before I could investigate further. I see, Commander Hendrik. Since Princess Peggy and Magister Cassidy were the only ones present when the Hall of Ancients vanished, they may know more about what truly happened. But Peggy and that court mage have yet to return. He didn't even bother remembering Cassidy's name, and he just said it. I figured out why the side quests are connected to the main story. Oh yeah, the other perspectives. I kind of noticed that with Gwyneth. Beyond Merlin. I like the perspectives they give us with Gwyneth. Oh yeah, you said it too. So much aura when you rest your hand on a of your sword. I think it depends on the energy you want to put out. Because if you put your hand on your sword, you automatically look pretty masculine. You know what I'm saying? And that's good sometimes. But to be honest, I kind of like that Orion didn't do that. I don't know. I like sweet and cute. But yes, you're right that there is aura in that pose. It really just depends on the situation. You know what I mean? And then like the kind of, like if Hendrik put his hand on his sword, that makes sense, right? Or if like Hogan put his hand on his sword. Like that makes sense as well. Or even like Valen, because their energy is different. And what they're trying to portray is different. At least that's my opinion on it. I'm not a posing expert. It's just my personal opinion. It's connecting and making Gwyneth's presence less confusing, especially when we meet her at certain places. Oh, that's good. That's true. And I just like to see different perspectives, and I do like parallel stories as long as they're done well. My only complaint is that I wish they voice acted it. But I get it. It costs money, so I get it. You see what I mean? Like, his posture is so open. Like, you know what? Like, I'm glad we're all adults here. What do you mean? But yes. I guess so. Oh, I think I skipped something. As heir to the throne, I will fulfill my duties and attend the scheduled engagement in the upper district as arranged. Don't think about it. Okay. Okay, I guess I said something wild and I didn't even realize, but... Your Highness, your safety must come first. Discretion is the better part of valor. While the culprit lurks in the shadows, we must proceed with caution. I'm duty-bound, honor-bound, and bound by honesty. To see this through, Commander Hendrik. If you insist, please allow me to serve your escort in the upper district. Very well. You see, he's too friendly. He's too friendly, especially with this exact, like, interaction. You see, last stream, they really tried to make it seem like he was horrible. Like, that's genuinely what it seemed like. But now, in this section, he seems like a really good guy. And I don't get, like, you know how, like, Sia is pretending to be good, but he's actually bad, and it's obvious? I don't get that same energy from Orion, so he better be good. I'm just saying. Is that a lanternfish over there? Oh, that's a swan. I was like, how is a lanternfish, like, flying around? Greetings, Your Highness, Commander Hendrik. Captain Gwyneth, you owe me an explanation. Why? Did I give you permission to leave your post? And what makes you think it's appropriate to eavesdrop on my conversation with His Highness? My apologies, Commander. I came as soon as I heard you were back. I accept full responsibility for my negligence. Don't be so harsh, Commander Hendrik. This isn't the Royal Guard's base. Gwyneth acted out of concern for your safety. She is your daughter, after all. Yeah, he has real Snow White energy. Like, if I'm being so honest, he gives Snow White. He's giving Snow White. We're getting both Peggy and Orion in this month. Ooh! Oh, I saw that! And you know what I thought? It's crazy that Peggy is a playable character when Hogan isn't. Like, isn't that kind of funny? For me, it is anyway. I appreciate your graciousness, Your Highness, but discipline must be upheld. Captain Gwyneth, return to the base at once. Do not let this happen again. Yes, Commander. My apologies for the interruption, Your Highness. Let's depart right away. Let's go. Orion and Hendrik stride off, surrounded by guards. Their footsteps gradually fade into the distance. Gwyneth remains at the attention until she is certain they are gone. I like that she's kind of a little bit rebellious. Like, because I honestly would be so angry if my father spoke to me that way. Especially around a monarchy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're when you're alone, you can act one way. But when somebody else is in the presence, you know what I mean? Like, if my dad yelled at me privately, that's one thing. But if you yell at me in public, that's embarrassing. That is disgraceful. So I would be so angry if I was Gwyneth. Especially around a prince who is likely to be king. Like, is really, like, mega level of disrespectful. Because now you're getting in the way of my career as well. I hate the limp wrist pose. And the shoulder cape would just get in the way. Yeah, I agree. The shoulder cape is kind of dumb. Like, I wasn't going to say anything. But personally, I would say, like, 80% of the time I dislike asymmetry. It's not exclusive. Like, for example, I think it looks really good on Luna Snow. Like, the black and white. I think it's cute. But a lot of times, asymmetry bothers me. And so, yeah, that did bother me. But I wasn't going to say anything. It is what it is. And I guess it depends on, like, the purpose of the monarchy here. Like, I don't know what the vibe is. Is this, oh, Lightbearer Empire is on top of the world, so let's have ornate clothing? Or is it like, we are in wartime, we have to have the most practical clothes and stuff? So I don't know what the vibe is, so I can't really say anything yet. If they need practical clothing, because you know how, like, sometimes the monarchy is just there to look beautiful? You know how, like, sometimes that's the case. You know, like, that's literally their job, just to, like, look around and, you know... their job isn't to really do anything, so they don't need practical clothing. They just need ornate clothing. That's like looking at going to the Met Gala and being like, oh, your clothes is not practical. Because sometimes it's not about practicality. So I need to know what kind of monarchy we have here in the Lightbearer Empire. Still lagging? No! But you're right, I dislike the asymmetry. Personal preference. I'd only be wasting time going back to the base now, since my magic is likely involved. I should visit the Arcane Affairs office and see what I can find. It's also where Magister Cassidy works. She seems unlikely to be the culprit, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm. You're second-guessing Cassidy? The Arcane Affairs office is located in the inner court. I feel no matter the situation, the prince and king should be martially trained. I just disagree, personally, because not even in the case of war, the monarch is likely not entering the battlefield, and if they are, it's likely that they're on a horse to give morale, and then they go back. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I'm gonna look this up right now, actually. Do kings fight in war? Because I don't think they do. I think they just start war, if I'm being honest. And there are definitely some warrior kings, and then it's true that in the case of like a coup d'etat, then they do have a, like, you know, they have the experience because they overthrew the last monarch. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm looking it up, and it looks like if they're the first in their family, they often do actually have training. And if the family line, if the same royal family is ruling for a certain amount of time, the less likely the next generation is trained in fighting. If you're getting sieged and you back against the wall, you should be taking people with you. In fiction, I do agree, but I don't think in execution that happens. And personally, in my ideal world, I know it's not my ideal world, but nobody is military trained. There are no weapons because we just live in peace and everybody is, you know, allied. But, you know, it doesn't work that way, right? Unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. Let me do a bit of digging here. Chibi! Even in reality, it's imperative to have some kind of plan. True. That's true, because you cannot control others. You can only control yourself. So if you're the person in charge of protecting everybody else, you should have some sort of plan. You're right. The mana readings here are to be determined. Sorry for interrupting, Magister. Kraft is a horrible name. Kraft mac and cheese? Okay. Oh, isn't it Captain Gwyneth? What are you doing here? The smell of parchment here must be a bit much for you, huh? What are you implying? How is the smell of parchment too much for anybody? It's just paper. I don't suppose your duties include cleaning our crystal balls. Are you trying to be disrespectful? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too aggressive on this guy because his name is Kraft. I'm here to investigate the Hall of Ancients' disappearance. Has the arcane affair... I get confused. Leave my boy Kraft alone! Kraft! His name is Kraft, not Kraft, right? It's Kraft. LOL. Has the Arcane Affairs Office issued any report on the incident? You don't know much about magic, do you? Why is he kind of... like... I just find it kind of insulting. Like, you don't know much about magic, do you? Like... like, of course not. She's a knight. She's not a mage. She's a knight. But even then, like, I wish he wouldn't say it like that. No wonder you'd ask such a naive question. Again, it's coming off as aggressive. Let me break it down for you, okay? Spatial magic is among the most advanced branches of magic, and causing an entire building to vanish is no walk in the park. Nobody bought that. We have, in accordance with Chapter 3, Article 5 of the Magic Incident Response Protocol, collected samples of residual magic from multiple locations across the site. You're losing points here, Crabs! LOL! Any conclusions so far? Well, the situation is too complicated to draw any firm conclusions. We haven't found any useful leads. I don't even like the posture he's got right now. His posture is giving, I'm better than you. Like, I don't know. It's maybe I'm too aggressive on this guy. I feel like maybe today I'm a little aggressive. Nothing at all? I'm afraid you need to be a mage to grasp the intricacies of this matter, basically undermining her again. Even if you press me, there's nothing more I can tell you. Well, I'm about to press my hand to your face. How about that? Be sure to check the book. Someone is spying on us. Guess whose painting is not in that office? Merlin, see ya? Besides, don't you know the Queen has already put Magister Merlin in charge? That doesn't mean you can stand idle. It's your job to work on the case. I'm not sure I agree with that. You see, Magister Merlin's the first seat of the Arcane Council. She's a legend among mages. Okay? So what are you gonna do? Ride my coattails? You're gonna say that you did everything when you did nothing? If she can't get to the bottom of it, what makes you think we can? Just tell me you don't want to work. Just tell me you want to go home. Captain Gwyneth, just head back and wait. Oh, disrespectful. Disrespectful. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It's the issuing orders. Okay. But I try not to make fun of people's names. True, true. Let me calm down. Let me calm down, because this guy has done literally nothing wrong. Well, he is on thin ice, okay? He is on thin ice. Okay. Magister Deli. Is that Deli? Dally. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of Waifu. Dilly Dally. Oh my, who wrote the file number? Is that a 1 or a 2? Oh my gosh, I've had that moment before. Nah, he's cruising for bruising. Excuse me, I'm Gwyneth from the Royal Guard. Ah, you startled me, Captain Gwyneth? What brings you here? I'm here to gather information on Magister Cassidy regarding Princess Peggy's disappearance. As her colleague, what's your impression of her? Cassidy? She's really nice. She doesn't talk much and spends most of her time reading, but she's the only one here willing to help me with proofreading. Oh, say, Dally's a good guy. Wakfu so good. I am excited. I heard that the next season is already in production, and oh my gosh, when I tell you a few days ago they dropped that Lolly Rock was getting a season 3. Oh my gosh, I thought they canceled that. I thought that because it didn't sell well, because remember, I think I've talked about this before, but Lolly Rock did well for 1 and 2, but the fatal flaw that it had was that they didn't sell dolls, at least none that I saw. No dolls, no figures, no merch. The only thing they were selling was music. But who's buying music when you can just YouTube it? You know what I mean? So because of that, they weren't getting a lot of sales. So it didn't really do well. And then after season 2, it just dropped off. Like, there was no more. And it left on such a crazy cliffhanger. And I felt like it was just about to get good. So they announced that season 3 is in production. And I am shaken. I heard that Wakfu, their next season is in production. And what else? Code Lyoko, they announced it. I don't know if it's in production yet, but they announced it. So actually, I'm kind of hopeful. I don't know. I just feel like the more I look at it, the more excited I get, especially how people like on Twitter are like really excited about it. So like my weariness is kind of like dissipating because I'm like, maybe this will be good. The others, they want nothing to do with me, saying I'm too clumsy. Anyway, Cassidy's incredibly hardworking, always the first in and the last out. I mean, I feel kind of bad for her then. Because I don't think anybody should be the first in and first out. I mean, first in and last out. I just feel like that's kind of not good for them. That just leads to exhaustion and burnout. So, you know, please take care of yourself. She's diligent and unassuming. That's kind of crazy. Why did you say it like that? Is unassuming. I feel like that's a kind of negative connotation, but let me just look this up because unassuming feels I could be wrong. It feels like it has a negative connotation, though. Not pretentious, arrogant, or modest. Okay, so that's good. Actually, that's a good thing. A lot of old stuff is getting another revival. Personally, I'm hoping and praying we get Mega Man X ZX3. My typos. It's all good. It's all good. Not at all. Her routine is as regular as clockwork. If she's not at the library or out on duty, she is here studying magic. Sounds like she's very dedicated to her work. When did she begin serving as Core Mage? Since she first took place in the recent selection exam at the Serene Lyceum. Selection exam? Yes, that exam was a major event. Even the Queen and Princess Peggy attended. Magister Sia went there several times as well. It was so good when he wasn't around. LOL, I could finally rest. I mean, work at my own pace. Anyway, Cassidy's victory was no easy feat, especially with a member of the House Hastings among her competitors. I assume he's talking about Jervin, but I forgot what his name... Like, I forgot if it was Jervin Hastings. For some reason, I feel like it's Sylvan. But I forgot. Did anyone out of the ordinary take place during... What? Did any... What? Did... Throw him in the trash. Who, this guy? Thea? Okay, so if you mean Sia, then yeah, throw him in the trash. He needs to get off my screen. Every time I see him, I get angry. But this guy is pretty chill. I think his name is Dali. Yeah, Dali. Yeah, Sia, we need him out. I hate that guy. He does not deserve to be on my screen. But he's incredibly popular. I don't get it, personally. Did anything... Oh, what was that? I just saw something fly on my screen. I guess that was a heart, but thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you. Did anything out of the ordinary take place during her time here? I don't think so. She doesn't seem to be in Magister Sia's good graces, so she's mostly stuck in menial paperwork. I don't like Sia. He's even mistreating my girl. If that's the case, why was she assigned to escort Princess Peggy during the festival? Isn't that an important duty? Oh, that one I know. Princess Peggy made a special request for Cassidy's service. Thank you, Princess Peggy. I see. Thank you so much for sharing this. Magister Dali, I'd like to take a look at Cassidy's desk. Could you point it to me? The tidiest one in that corner. I just hope Cassidy's right. Aww. I like your emotes. No magic is allowed here. Again, the use of magic is strictly forbidden here. No magic is allowed in the arcane. That doesn't make sense to me. I wonder what would happen if I broke the rule. Let me cast a spell on it. Where am I? Where am I? Because I'm still in Gwyneth's body. Why was my dialogue here? Was that an accident, or... Was that a side quest? I think that might have been a side quest that just triggered when I walked by as Gwyneth. Tuesday, 7 a.m. Arrive at the office and activate new Wind Magic Circle. Dali accidentally spilled a solution on some magical scrolls yesterday. Remember to clean them up. Urgent. Create a copy of Frontier Magical Shield layout plan. Go to the Royal Library. Return teleportation circles and spatial movement and borrow a study of ancient forbidden magic circles. Remark. The hypothesis regarding the stability of long-distance teleportation requires further theoretical support. Sia claims to miss our Lyceum days hired. We are left in the dark about his motives until soon. I just don't like Sia. I don't think there's anything AFK Journey could do to make me like him. I don't even think they want to try to make him likable, to be honest, because he's already so popular. People like him for being a bad guy. I don't get it, personally. But he is kind of making waves. And... I mean, call me crazy, but I've never been a fan of, like, cruel people in general. Like, you can be a villain, sure. But when you cross the line into cruelty, that's when I have an issue. Which is why I don't like pure evil characters. Well, I don't mind pure evil characters in fiction. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in their world, I think it can work well. And then, you know what I mean? Like, there's different levels of liking a character. Like, for example, Vayne, I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't think there's anything redeemable about him. I think he sucks all around. But someone like Seth, he's a good villain, but I wouldn't want to be around him. I wouldn't want to be around him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Seth is a good character, but a bad individual. You know what I mean? At least before he got his memories back. Because that was a whole debacle. Now I'm cool with Seth, kind of. I've been spelling his name wrong. You can keep spelling it wrong. I don't mind. You can keep spelling his name wrong. The other day that Scully was playing AFK Journey and was doing Honor Duel, this was a while back, maybe like a month ago or something, and he kept pronouncing Sia's name wrong, and I'm like, say it wrong. Continuously say it wrong. Like, say it wrong. Disrespect. I'm just kidding. That dialogue was an Easter egg for Merlin. Is Countess here? Check in as your Merlin. Interesting theory. A game theory. Arrive at the office and analyze the sacrificial runes of the Duchy of Whiteridge. We're always talking about the Whiteridge, but we rarely go over there. The last time we went over there was for Verdant Treasures, and I'm not complaining, but we need to go back. I love Chains of Eternity. That was the best, in my opinion. Assist Princess Peggy with her gown fitting and checks the mana circuits of her protection accessories. The princess isn't as willful as others make her out to be. She's just a little she just has a little patience for all the formalities. I would be like that too. Help Dali proofread the quarterly crystal usage report. Attend court etiquette training. Remark: etiquette is even more complicated than drawing magic circles. See, I make an exception for disrespecting. LOL. Good, good. I think it was Bama Boy who said Cyrus the Virus. I'm like, yes, let's go. I say see ya later. The timetable is nearly written, with every hour carefully planned. Just as Dali mentioned, Cassidy is highly disciplined and diligent. There is nothing noteworthy here. I think I've learned everything I can from here. Let me head back to the base. It kind of reminds me of how nobody caught Light because he was just so, like, diligent and everything. So, if she thinks just these notes clear Cassidy, she is wrong. But it's fine because I actually, you know, Cassidy is actually a good person. Gwyneth's perspective. Again, okay, so I'll give it a little bit of grace here because they are in the same army, so it does make sense that they're wearing the same uniform, but still it kind of throws me off a little bit when they have exactly everything the same. But you see, Dime? Look, they have their hands on their sword. He's a whiny mage. He really is. He really is. He got inconvenienced one time and exploded. He just had enough. The helmet is wild, though. Yeah, to be honest, it's not my favorite uniform, but at the same time, I don't even like armor, if I'm being honest. What I do like is that their waists look really snatched. Zero visibility. True, true. Unless maybe this is like a cutout? Or maybe this blue part is not actually blue and it's their eyes and they have like a sliver. Journey of AFK. Exactly. Well, look who's back. The Royal Guard's rising star. What's the hurry? Is she working on the Hall of Ancients case? She can't even if she wants to. Haven't you heard? The commander has barred her from the case. To talk about someone in front of their face is crazy. The only time that kind of thing is okay is if you're working with them. Being like, hey, I know Hendrik said don't do this, but we're going to help you. I'm going to help you. You have no form of peripheral vision. Maybe it's magic. Maybe you have to, like, I don't know. You're right. There is zero visibility. Maybe their strength will give them Give them vision beyond visibility, and the gift you have within will give you new eyes to see. Of course, the commander wouldn't let her beloved daughter handle such a dangerous case. What if she dirties the spotless armor of hers? Okay, so I don't know. I feel like everybody's kind of against Gwyneth in like a very passive-aggressive kind of way. Because what if she dirties her spotless armor of hers? Doesn't that feel disrespectful? You know what I mean? It's like saying, oh, Gwyneth is only in her position because daddy put her there. You know what I mean? And surely, I'm not dumb. Like, I know nepotism happens, and it is likely that that had something to do with why she was commander. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit. It's a little bit on the table, right? But they're implying that she never gets her hands dirty, or she has never fought before. No, she has. She has fought the dragon, at least, and then she also caught the monkey. So, like, she is doing something. So I feel like saying, like, oh, what if she dirties that spotless armor of hers is highly disrespectful, to be honest. I feel like if this was voice acted, we would hear, like, them saying this snarky. You know what I mean? Like, of course the commander wouldn't let her beloved daughter handle such a dangerous case. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be, like, playing it up, and I hate that. She must be crushed to have missed her moment in the spotlight at the parade. You see, this is disrespectful. That's also disrespectful. You see what I mean? Like, this is so rude. Implying that she's only there to be, like, the spotlight of a parade. Probably spent a week polishing that gleaming armor. Disrespectful. Who is this, guys? Guys and Huron? He better hurry out of here. And now, with everyone talking about the missing chapel, no one remembers her. That's enough, guys and Huron. Show some respect. Exactly, Martin. Oh, Martin! You're back, Martin! You're supposed to be in military. I expect more discipline out of y'all. Right. I would agree. And again, it kind of depends on the vibe. You know, wartime is different than peacetime. But no matter what, you should not be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, you should not be disrespectful. You should not be disrespectful to anybody. Not even, like, the lowest civilian. You know what I mean? You should be very respectful. That's the difference between a civil servant and a private citizen, right? It's your job to help people. That's how I feel anyway. So the fact that they're, like, talking down to anyone, it is wild to me. Now, to be fair, I don't think civilians are above servants either. I think everybody is equal. But when you're in the guard, you have to hold yourself to a higher standard, right? So that's how I feel anyway. I do think people deserve breaks, and everyone should be treated with respect. So in the end, they too should be treated with respect. I'm just mad at their lack of manners and disrespectful attitude towards Gwyneth. Like, you cannot like someone. That's okay. They cannot like Gwyneth, but they should not talk badly about her. You know what I mean? Wow, someone's already rushing to her defense. See? That's the privilege coming from a prestigious family. It's just a level of disrespect. I'm so tired of them. I'm so tired of them. Like, Huron, guys, get out. Martin, I love Martin. Martin's so nice. She doesn't have to lift a finger. There are so many loyal lapdogs eager to bark on her behalf. So, anybody who disagrees with you, you know what I mean? Like, he went to help Gwyneth, and because he helped Gwyneth, oh, suddenly he's a lapdog. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, ooh, I would disbar them, to be honest. I don't know what the word is. Like, dishonorable discharge. That's what I would... I don't like it. They give me the ick. If you were Commander Hendrick's son... Ugh. If I were Commander Hendrick's son, I could land a captain's post without earning it. There is some truth to that statement. There is some truth to that. Because nepotism is a thing. Is it right? No. But it is a thing. You know? Friends of friends. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't happen. But sometimes, if you know somebody, that automatically gives you a better spot. You know what I mean? Because that person would have vouched for you. So, it is true, to a degree, that she would have got some preferential treatment, right? But to take it out in anger is just not right. Court martial them. Personally, I just don't like it. I don't like it. Martin, is your name already on the promotion list? That would explain the brown nosing. You see, this is so rude. Not only to Gwyneth, but to anybody who, like, defends her in any type of way. And he didn't even, like, defend her that hard. He just said, like, show some respect. He just said, put some respect on her name. That's all he said. Show some respect. That's enough. Show some respect. He didn't even say that much. But he's getting treated so poorly. Because he said one sentence. You've gone too far. I challenge you to a duel. Okay, you're gonna play a children's card game. Whoever loses apologizes. Fair. Stand down, Martin. Gwyneth! Please! Captain, they're bad-mouthing you and the commander. That's out of line. We can't control what others think of us, but you must remember what your weapon stands for. It was forged to defend your homeland, not to turn on your own. Okay, I guess there's some truth to that. I don't know. Personally, I guess I have to know what the law is, because I feel like a lot of times there is, like, Knight's Code, Knight's Honor, and you can, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some things that you can do to trigger a war and even go against a monarch, you know, like, because of their, like, laws that knights have. Like, knights have certain rules that they can follow. Most businesses work by having people, you know, it's less of a risk to hire someone you know nothing about. Right. So it does make sense. Like, I can understand. Like, I don't want to say too much bad about guys and what's his name? Hurin, right? Guys and Hurin. I don't want to say too much bad about them, because I feel like if I was in that position too, and I saw some random, if I saw the daughter ascend when I was working there longer, I would also feel upset. Like, I feel like I would be upset. And I think that feeling is justified. What is not justified is how they're going about it, and then, like, talking badly about her, talking badly about anybody who disagrees with them. I feel like that's too far. And a duel is basically like sparring, right? Like, you don't have to hurt the other person. You just gotta, you know what I mean? Like, the goal is different. It's like jousting. Jousting isn't wrong. It's not like you're turning against your own. But I guess I get it. Like, I get it. Because no matter who wins, it's gonna foster bad relationships in the guard, right? So I guess, but at the same time, isn't it also bad if they don't settle it in any type of way? And then they just hate each other, but hate each other in silence, right? So I feel like it's bad either way. Yes, Captain. Follow me. If they think we're riding on your family name, we'll prove them wrong with our own skill. Double the slashing drills today. Oof. Yes, Captain. I can't stand her acting like she's better than everyone. When they rise above, you can't be upset that they're rising above. You know what I mean? So, no, I don't think she thinks she's better than anyone else. But they're in victim mindset, you know? Like, I just don't like them. I find them very... I don't even know how to explain it. Just a bunch of babies crying over nothing. Literally, like Sia. I guess it makes sense. I can't carry on, Captain. My arms are gonna fall off. You're incredibly strong. I can barely draw your bow. But you can hit a bullseye repeatedly from afar. That's astounding. That's because you're a swordsman and I'm an archer. While you rely on explosive strength, I rely on patience and stability. And that's how it should be. You should uplift each other. This is how a real army should be. You should complement each other and then, like, what's the word? Like, play on each other's strengths. You know, like, Gwyneth is not, like, of course she's a better archer. She's been training to be an archer. And he's the better knight because he's been training to be a knight or a swordsman. They're both knights. But you get what I mean, right? And you shouldn't treat someone worse because they cannot do what you do. Because they're going to be better at you than something, right? So this is the behavior you should have. Complimenting, helping. When your heart rate rises, your accuracy begins to falter. Got it. If I can achieve even a fraction of those skills, those gossiping idiots will get off my back. I'll retrieve the arrows. Get some rest, Captain. Go on. Remember to maintain your weapon after training. I feel like trying a new beeswax on my bowstring. Ooh, beeswax. Ooh, interesting. I will say, I have a huge bias against people who use bows. Interesting. Interesting you mentioned that. I have no issue. Now that you mention it, it's kind of funny. Because in Ragnarok Online, my main character is always an archer. But the way I see it is, to enter Thanatos Tower, you need everybody. You need a priest, you need a knight, you need a paladin, you need a paladin, you need a hunter, you need everything. Did I miss the Duel of Honor? No, not yet. Ooh, there's sugar at the bottom of this tea. I guess it didn't really dissolve properly because now there's sugar. Because I was thinking earlier, I didn't mention anything, but I was thinking this is pretty bitter. But it's good anyway. I like bitter tea. I drink it black anyway a lot of the time. This is regular English black tea. It's just a bougie brand. Ooh, it's really sweet. I guess all of it just sank to the bottom. It was hot, so I thought it would just dissolve. Oh, shoot! Oh my gosh. I flew the teeth. It's fine, though. As Gwyneth meticulously cleans her bowstring, Merlin is on her way to the base. I like that. Return to Merlin's perspective. After getting caught eavesdropping, Gwyneth ignored orders. I forgot that's where this mission started. Let me wipe my hand for a second because the tea flew on my hand. There is nothing like the great outdoors in the far-flung forest. The best, of course, if you want to get found the place to be. I stepped on this box. Caves and rocks and lots of... Oh, shoot. I stepped in something else. What is that? There's nothing like the great outdoors in the far-flung forest. Is the best, of course, if you want to get close to the greenery. And camping in the wild is the place to be. There's flowers and fish, caves and rocks, and lots of logs. After getting caught eavesdropping, Gwyneth ignored orders and went to the Arcane Affairs office on her own to get answers. When she returned and faced mockery from her peers, she said nothing and let her actions speak for her. Peers? No. Subordinates? Yes. Because she's commander. They were regular soldiers, right? Because, you know what I mean? Like, not peers. Subordinate. Go to the base. Magister Merlin, any news on Peggy and Cassidy? If you, my 14 character levels, you see one job that has no level. LOL. You see, I did all of them, and I did all of them well. You know what I mean? Like, I went through the whole thing. But there's some classes that I preferred more than others. So I actually do prefer Hunter. I'm sorry. And, I do like Alchemist, because I love the homunculus. I think it's so cute. And the mechanic to get which homunculus you want, I also think is fun. And back in the day, you could also have your homunculus on, like, auto. So you could just potion throw and your homunculus would do all the work, which I thought was cool, you know? So I liked Hunter, I liked Alchemist, I like playing with paladins, but I don't like paladins. You know, I don't like to play as a paladin. But I liked the idea of a paladin, and I loved... What was it? Was it called Grand Cross? I forgot. I rolled an Alchemist, too. Oh, Alchemist was fun, right? What is it called? Ragnarok Online Paladin Skills. I'm sure if I see it, I'll remember it. Is it Crusader? I feel like it might be a Crusader skill. But the one where you put a cross on the floor, and then if you're in the certain range... So Paladin was so necessary for Thanatos Tower, because you would walk in, and I'm pretty sure it was called Grand Cross, I'm not 100% sure, but basically anybody who was in the range of the cross, if they were in there, no matter what monster hit, the damage would go to the paladin. So that means I could stand and then just shoot there from any direction, not worrying about what monsters hit me because the paladin was taking the damage. And then all the healers, all the acolytes would be like, well, not acolytes, they were priests. But they were all up on the paladin to just make sure they did not die. Like, that was their goal. But that was the basics. Synex Andy, LOL. I'm pretty sure it was called Grand Cross. So I'm gonna look that up. Ragnarok Online Grand Cross. Peckle Peckle! I love Peckle Peckles. Oh my gosh, I want a Peckle Peckle! I think, honestly, Ragnarok Online kind of made me think even more about the Choboco from Final Fantasy. No, it is not called Grand Cross. I forgot what it's called. I think it might be a Crusader skill. Grand Cross is a Ragnarok skill, but it's not the one I was thinking of. It's D&D. Why is D&D popping up? I did not type Dungeons and Dragons Ragnarok Online. I have to, like, literally look. This is ridiculous. Is it Holy Cross? No. Devotion? Oh, is it Devotion? It's Devotion. You see, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's it. So yeah, protect the party members by taking full damage that they are receiving. They must be in the range to benefit from this. Once they leave the skill, it is cancelled and needs to be recast. So yeah, if the paladin's job or the crusader's job is to just have devotion, that they don't even do anything. They just try to survive with like 3 different priests. Well, at least that's how we played on my server. I don't know how other maybe other servers were smarter about it. Any updates?
Did you find out anything new from the Queen? Are Peggy and Cassidy back?
No sign of them yet. It's complicated.
That's upsetting.
Where's Commander Hendrik? I need to confirm what happened before he vanished.
Father? He's left for the upper
Father,
district.
why have you forsaken me and my life is gone? Father, you know how long it's taken me and I live again. Ragnarok, does that translate to Fate of the Gods? I think it's like the end of the world, but let me look it up. I'm just so mad because after Avengers came out, Ragnarok was not, never talked about Ragnarok again. You know what I mean? Like, if I look up Ragnarok now, Avengers pops up, Loki pops up, Thor pops up. And like, yeah, I get it. I'm happy for their success. But at the same time, I miss being able to look up Ragnarok and actually seeing what I want to see. Especially, like, with the whole, like, it was a Norse word first, so a lot more popped up before that. Like, Magical Detective Loki Ragnarok. That was a whole anime, and I love that. And then now we'll just never see that again. Nobody knows that anime. Is a foretold series of impending events, including a great battle in numerous great figures, where numerous great figures will perish. So it's a series of impending events. Like a prophecy.
When I went to check on Father in the palace just now, I ended up overhearing his argument with Prince Orion.
Argument? Were they arguing? I felt like they were just talking.
I stayed out of sight and listened. Prince Orion insisted on attending a public event in the upper district to reassure the people.
Meowdy! Welcome back, Lemon.
but Father was strongly opposed to it.
Guess who's back?
Thinking it was
Back
too risky,
again. Lemon's back.
particularly
Tell
with
a
Princess
friend.
Peggy and Magister Cassidy still missing.
I think Gwyneth and I had a different perspective about what happened. So I'm glad we saw it, because it didn't look like an argument to me. It literally looked like they were talking. It looked very respectful. But maybe Gwyneth has a bad idea about what happened, because Hendrik kind of, like, was disrespectful to her. Like, low-key.
In the end, they seemed to meet in the middle. While Prince Orion was determined to go, Father decided to shadow him closely to ensure his safety. The event should be starting by now.
He's escorting the prince, huh? Guess I need to head to the upper district.
After they left, I made a trip to the Arcane Affairs office, where the court mages work. Since Cassidy is also a victim, I wanted to see if I could learn anything from her colleagues.
Did you discover anything?
Nothing. For some reason, the court mages were tight-lipped about Cassidy.
I found lots of Ragnaroks. Marvel for Mega Man 04 and the other media I know but forgotten. Yeah. There used to be a lot, but I'm pretty sure if I look up now, maybe it's different now, but I remember when Avengers came out, like, I could not look up Ragnarok without putting online, and it became a problem. And when I say it became a problem, I mean, like, personally, like a personal problem. It's not really an issue. Okay, so now the search results are pretty, like, divided. Some of them is, like, the myth. Some of it is, like, a TV series. Fairly new one. Yeah, so now there's a lot more than it was, but before it used to be dominating Marvel. And personally, my hot take is that I don't like how they handled it. Marvel. I don't like the series. Like, I don't like how Thor and Loki are portrayed in the Marvel version. So that's one reason why I have so much beef with it.
Captain, some drunk men are causing a scene in the lower district. 2 stalls have been smashed. Please, head there at once.
My apologies, Merlin. Looks like I have to leave you on your own again. Duty calls. Let me know if anything comes up.
The trail's gone cold again. Hey, here we are again, Magister. Miss me? I did, actually, Little Fox. Because this guy, I mentioned it last time, but he reminds me so much of the Keepsake Wolf. And I just love the Keepsake Wolf. So if this guy is anything like the Keepsake Wolf, then I'll be happy.
Looks like your trip to the palace didn't turn out too well, huh? People in that huge mansion are all the same. They'd rather twist things around than speak plainly.
That's rough. Have you been spying on me? You sure are well informed.
You walked into the palace full of hope, but came out looking troubled. What went wrong? Did you hit a snag or something? Come on, just get it off your chest. I know everything about Savannah, especially the things most people and foxes don't.
I'm gonna look this up because how big are foxes? Like, how heavy? 14 pounds. I can handle 14 pounds. That's easy. I picked that guy up. This fox has dubious background, but it might offer you insights from an outsider's perspective. The hints from Omen's Eye are too obscure. Maybe the fox can read something different from them. Let's see if you truly know everything. I'm stuck on some clues.
That's a good start. If I'm in a good mood, I might just give you the advice you're looking for.
He kind of reminds me of Adrian from Miraculous. It's kind of like a deeper, older Adrian. I'm looking this up when I know for sure, I will not find the voice actor for Little Fox. Oh, that's one thing I wish that they would do. Just give everybody's... Like, I wish I could just click the character and then the voice actor would appear there. You know, like on their little bio or their wiki or whatever. But it's so hard to find the voice actors.
So, what have you found out?
He kind of even sounds like Valen, now that I'm thinking about it. Spider, sword, and wings.
What's that? Dinner menu for tonight?
Spider, wings, and swords? How are you gonna eat a sword, sir? I mean, I guess there are sword eaters. That's the clue. Stop messing around.
Spiders. They taste too awful for my liking. Wings? You looking for a specific bird? There are so many pigeons and swans in Savannah. It'd be like finding a needle in a haystack.
It reminds me of the Mabinogi title. Who couldn't find a needle in a needle stack? Oh my gosh, I think it's so funny. I love the Mabby goofy titles.
As for sword...
Like, what are some other ones? Who makes baking look like a cakewalk? Who has 2 left feet? Who burnt water? Like, there's some of them that are just so funny, and I adore it. The fox's eyes glint differently the moment it mentions the sword. It isn't confusion, but an uncanny spark of enlightenment. Finally, the fox, I've been dying for you to experience this part until wait for a week beyond our quest. I love this fox. I adore this fox. I don't even care if he's suspicious. This guy, I take him home. He's cute.
I see. I should have figured it out sooner.
And his puppy, like, I don't know. I guess I feel like if it's furry, I want to pet it. You know what I mean? Like, it is just it's my, like, instinct. Like, I just want to... And then, again, paired with the memories of that one game, Keepsake, I loved that wolf. And I think his story was fire. I won't spoil it, but I love that wolf. Probably my favorite character in Keepsake. What is it? Do you know where the sword is? The sword in the stone?
Come on, Magister. I'm taking you somewhere you'd never expect. I
Where?
know where Excalibur lies.
Excalibur! Excalibur! Haha! Isn't it in the Hall of Ancients? The Hall of Ancients is still
More
missing.
Precisely, we're looking for the other half of the sword. Save your questions for later. The path's winding, so stick close to me.
His voice also makes me happy. I think it's a good voice. It's giving like Tamaki. Let's search together. It's like Valen, Adrian, and Tamaki from Orion High School Host Club. Like, all of them combined is this guy's voice. Which way should we go? Let me see. No, this seems like a dead end. And you know what? That's another thing that with the voice acting credit that I have an issue with. Because I understand that it can't be everywhere or it would get distracting, right? Like, it can't always be on the screen. But why can't it be here? Like, in the collections. You know, like heroes. Or if they're not a hero, you know, like one of these. You know, there's a place here. But why not also just have it in the quest? Or how in Mabby, at the end of every generation, there's always the credits that and nobody reads it. But if I was curious, I could at least look there. And then if it was there, then it could be on the wiki, you know. But Mabby has their own issue with the wiki. The buildings all look different. Let me sniff the wind. Ah, this way. Okay, Pocahontas. Where are the city planners thinking? They changed the city far too much. Are they?
Who built a house here? Unbelievable.
I'm like cooking up theories, but I don't know if any of it's true. Photosynthesis, mitochondria. Hey, welcome in, J Sizzle. So, like, what if my theory right now is that this fox is King Roland reincarnated? Just like out there. Like, I don't know. I don't think so, but at the same time, I kind of think so. Because we know that he's some sort of transfigured person. We know it cannot be like the prince. It can't be anybody who we've already talked about, right? But somehow he knows where Excalibur is, which only the king should really know, right? But we already know where the king is. The king is sick in bed, right? So this has to be some sort of former king, right? in most gacha games nowadays, they have the VA's name on the character stat screen. That makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. Hey, what is this emote? Who is this? I feel like I've seen them before. Are they I've seen them. I've seen them before. 6 LOL. But yeah, I feel like it should either be in the credits, like how Mabby does it. So at the end of every generation, there is the credit screen. Or it should be on, like, as you said, Dime, the character, like, stat screen. Like, where the, you know, where heroes are, you know? Or it should be, like, at least in some corner of the screen. You know what I mean? Like, if I click the little book up here, I can't right now because this guy's here and this dialogue is happening. But there's that corner here. I feel like maybe I should just be able to click here and then maybe click a button down here and it's like, oh, the voice actors for this season. You know, at least there's different things. I just want people to be credited. You know what? Because I'm curious. I'm curious.
That's an important structure.
You're a reincarnation. Imagine. Are you sure it's here? I think you're in the wrong place.
I was just, testing your patience. Of course I know the way.
I love him. He's so cute. He's a fox. I have no idea Excalibur was split in two. How could you know all this?
What's so odd about that? I'll say it again. I'm a legendary fox in Savannah.
You know, my personality, I would not even question this guy. I just want him to continue speaking. You were formerly, imagine Rebecca 827 SS. Yeah, true. And before that, I used to be Rebecca 828 RR.
Shh. Stay quiet and follow me. Let's sneak through the house.
He's so fuzzy. I love it. I think I start to experience, like, cuteness aggression when anything is... If it resembles my cat, I probably like it. There's nothing in here. Are you sure this is the right spot? I remember doing a little switch that opens the door. Help me find it. So I feel like if it's a character who will not be a playable character in the future, I feel like I should be able to click, like, Crown of Ashes right here. Like, the overall title name. And then it should pop up the credits. I feel like that's right. Tortellini aggression. Literally. Literally. Clear the clutter. I love all pasta. You give in to the fox's persistence and start clearing the clutter in the corner. What is this? Tile. Oh, tell me. So I like this one. I like this one, but it's an exceptionally easy puzzle. So 2 of them need to be sun. 2 of them are sun, so we just need to rotate this a bunch. It's easy. It's easy. If you just think about it for a second, you can see how to win. Ooh, Knights at the Round Table. I kind of like the vibe in here. Like, the vibe is kind of nice. Isn't it? This is the place. Let me see if we can find the other half of Excalibur here. I just want to look around a little bit before I do the actual, like, investigating. It's cool. I like it. I've always been, like, a fan of, like, the dark. Like, there's definitely something eerie going on here. Like, the light coming into the foggy area, the cobwebs everywhere. I think it looks cool. Battle report. This is our battle report on the First Divine War. It recounts how Roland, wielding the divine sword from Dura, defeated the Mirror Wraith alongside renowned generals Reinhold, Rion, and Ryan. It is crazy that they had so many similar names. You could not have thought about any other name. So Roland, Reinhold, Rion, and Ryan. I shouldn't have to think about the names. They couldn't have chose like other names like Lancelot, Morgan, Roland. Okay, well, we already have Morgan. Okay, so I guess we can't do that. But you get what I mean, right? Battle report. Oliver Emery. When the Mirror Wraith appeared, darkness engulfed the battlefield as though all light had been consumed by its shadow. As countless hypofiends surged forth, our morale collapsed to its lowest point. Commander Roland raised the sword granted by Dura and advanced alone to the front, for our homeland. His cry echoed across the plain. Oddly enough, I thought about that one scene in Apocalypse where you have to type in a battle cry. Imagine if your battle cry was for the homeland. And hello, Brony. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to take a nap. Good morning. Good morning to you. Then came the miracle. Like the rising sun, Commander Roland radiated a golden light that dispelled the fear gripping our soldiers' hearts. The battle commenced. General Reinhold, alongside Vanguard commanders Orion and Ryan. Are they twins? They better be twins, because there's no reason that their names should be basically the same. Brownies! I love brownies. But what do you mean? Did you get brownies? Did you buy some? Charged into the ranks. Oh, the battle cry! Imagine brownies! Oh my gosh! The battle commenced. General Reinhold, alongside Vanguard commanders Rion and Ryan, charged into the ranks of the Hypofiends like 3 bolts of lightning. They tore through the horde, opening a path for our main force to advance. Commander Roland engaged the Mirror Wraith in fierce combat, each swing of his blade imbued with sacred force. Is it loading? How is it buffering when it's a... How is it buffering? It is a single document. Okay. Each swing of the blade imbued with a sacred force. When the mirror ray finally collapsed, the entire plane sank into deathly silence, shattered moments later by the thunderous cheers from our soldiers. Victory is ours this time, but the war is far from over. Katie may have won the battle, but I will win the war for... I guess Merlin, Arthur, and Morgan were taken, so we got Roland. Literally though, like literally, because I was thinking like, oh, we could have the knights at the round table, but then I realized a lot of them actually repeat with the Arcane Council, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But you know what I mean? Like Rion and Ryan were diabolical to put in the same story right next to each other, unless they're twins, because then it would make sense that their names are, you know, matching. Like Akihiko and Haruhiko are great names for twins, or like Hikaru and Karu, you know, they have the same kind of like feel to it, so it makes sense that twins would have similar names. But if they're 2 separate people from 2 separate families that share nothing in common, then I feel like they should have different names, because this is fiction, right? This is fiction, so we could pick any name in the world, and you chose 2 that are so similar. That's like having Morgan and Morrigan in the same story. Like, yeah, it can be done, but like, why, you know? And then also pairing that with Rowan is also here, so if these 3 people were in the same room together, Roland as well, it's gonna get confusing kind of quick. Beneath the setting sun, Commander Roland stood among the fallen, Valhalla Hall of the Fallen, leaning upon his sword for support. His silhouette would echo through the ages as an undying legend. My love for you is undying. Okay, I have to walk over here. The meeting minutes are yellowed with age and covered in dust. The writing is barely legible, yet unmistakably from 2,000 years ago. And how did this one paper survive 2,000 years ago? In fact, why is so much intact if this was 2,000 years ago? According to the minutes, this is a fortress council, a command center converted from an abandoned residence by King Roland. Roland, 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 Roland. Once a secret stronghold against the Hypofiends is... What? Once a secret stronghold against the Hypofiends, its entrance is protected by a security system that used to grant access exclusively to top officials. We can forge Excalibur and Terraria with metal dropped by 3 bosses. That sounds lit. I actually own Terraria, but I don't play it. I played it like a couple of times. I didn't get very far. Meeting minutes. Adrian Crowley. Oh, Crowley! Are we gonna see a vampire? Fortress Council Site Selection and Construction. 5 days ago, our Provisional Command Center came under another surprise attack, thanks to the timely reinforcements led by Rion and Ryan. They have to be twins, right? Because why do they, like, pair their names together all the time? We successfully repelled the assault. However, the Hypofiend's infiltration tactics have become increasingly sophisticated. With our command center now compromised, any further attack could prove catastrophic. To address this issue, Commander Roland proposed using our current command center as a bait to ensnare the enemy. Meanwhile, a fully concealed and heavily fortified alternate command center will be rebuilt at a separate location. Can you send a greeting to a friend named Aiden? Hello, Aiden. I hope you're having a good day. To address this, I think I already read that. Following extensive site surveys, the new command center will be established within a residential building in Savannah. The structure, abandoned during the war, offers an inconspicuous, and thank you so much for the follow, I believe. Follow. Following extensive site surveys, the new command center will be established within a residential building in Savannah. That's what the box on my head is for. The structure, abandoned during the war, offers an inconspicuous exterior while providing ample interior space. Minimal renovations are required to make it operationally functional. In accordance with Commander Roland's directives, the perimeter of the command center shall be covertly secured, and a specialized access mechanism will be installed at the entrance to restrict entry to senior officers only. All personnel involved in the refurbishment are prohibited from disclosing any details on the site. Commander Roland has designated the new command center the Fortress Console, a name chosen to reflect its role as an unassailable stronghold, protecting our military interests. May Dura's divine light restore peace to our homeland. So I think this pretty much confirms that the fox is Roland. I guess I said it like literally seconds before they actually told us. Because Rion and Ryan are clearly together. You know what? Not together, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're a unit. So if one reincarnated without the other, that would be a problem, right? Excalibur did move on its own. So is it possible that the fox helped? Because I believe we used the communicator right next to the fox, right? Am I correct in that? I feel like no, but we didn't see the battle, actually. We didn't see the battle. So I think it pretty much confirms it. Because if it was Rion or Orion, then they would come back together. So it would be two foxes. So it could be Reinhold or whatever. But I feel like they're really just trying to make it Roland. And then we need to go over here, right? Because this area is only supposed to be accessible. This is 2,000-year-old spot. And somehow this fox knew where it was. You know what I mean? Like, there's only a limited amount of people it could be. Before you lies a haphazard pile of weapons, dust-covered, rusted, and dulled by time. You can almost... Do knives get dulled by time? Is that a thing that happens? I thought they would remain sharp forever. Unless, you know, like, unless you're using it. Unless you're actively using it. You can almost hear the faint roars of hypofiends and smell the lingering blood. The fox promised to lead you to Excalibur's other half, but these weapons look more like those used by warriors in the First Divine War. What's that on the throne? This fox is so cute. He had music notes. Ah. Scabbard. Okay, whatever. Something atop the throne catches your eye. It's a scabbard, lying quiet slumber for centuries. The golden that, which radiates solemn elegance, is a sapphire blue. There is not a single blue thing on this. Has a sapphire blue gem. It gleams like starlight. Unlike the other objects in the room, it bears not a speck of dust and appears as flawless as new. From it flows Dura's divine power. It must be Excalibur's this. The other half of Excalibur, lost for 2,000 years. The little fox claims it can lead to the true sword. He kind of lied. Is this not just a sheath? Depending how it's kept, over time moisture will damage metals. True. I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. 2,000 years as well. So I'll cut it some slack. Is it really Excalibur's? How did the fox even know about it? Come on now. That's it, you found it.
See? I wasn't lying. This is Excalibur's scabbard.
I just wanna... I wanna pet his cheeks. They're so fluffy. It's magical, yeah. I don't see anything special about it. Are you sure this is the real deal?
Absolutely. Aren't you the great Magister Merlin? Can't you feel Jura's power flowing through it?
Yeah, I can, actually.
Good thing I'm here with you, or you'd miss treasure even when it's right in front of you.
And this proves my point again. Okay, I guess the earlier stream I should apologize then. Because if the fox had something to do with it, then that means they were right? In a way. Not really. Because he didn't just reincarnate to pull Excalibur. That's not what happened. So they would have been wrong anyway. I don't want it anymore. LOL. But okay, let me just wait. How did you know it was here?
Again, I'm a legendary fox. After the Hall of Ancients was built, I happened to be passing by and saw someone take that beautiful sword from here.
Is it that this fox is Roland, right? But he's not as great as everybody makes it out to seem. Like, everybody respects him, but, you know, like, over time, legends kind of twist in ways. So what if he just feels so inadequate? He's just like, no, don't talk to me like I'm that legendary hero.
Since the Hall of Ancients only has the sword, the scabbard must have been left here.
That was 2,000 years ago. Wow, you're ancient. Just like the fox. You know, in Tyrconnell now, that some of the foxes in Tyrconnell are ancient, and I find that hilarious. Is a Sherlock Holmes mode cute? LOL.
That one stings. Foxes can be sensitive about age too.
I mean, no matter how you spin it, it's kind of weird, right?
I heard it from my great-great-grandfather, and foxes have excellent memories, so I remember it perfectly.
Okay. You're awfully shady. I mean, I wouldn't say... Okay, so while I would agree with that, it is clear that Mr. Fox is on our side, right? So I wouldn't call my friend shady. Like, even if it was true. You know what I mean? Like, because you can suspect your friend of lying to you. That's the thing. But I wouldn't say, like, you're shady. I feel like that's kind of... It's my friend. You know, they clearly mean me well.
Well then, tell me. If I'm not just a smart, adorable fox, what else could I be?
You're both. Were you a scribe before? Reinhardt, Rion, Orion. Could you be King Roland?
King Roland? That's hilarious, Merlin.
That's the only option. Because the others were Reinhold, Roland, and Ryan. Right? You see what I mean? Those names are kind of complicated. But it cannot be those three. Because then they would have been reincarnated together. Right? And then... It cannot be anything else but King Roland.
If I were that old guy, the Lightbearer Empire would have become a kingdom of foxes by now.
He's playing. He's playing. And obviously, this is when I would leave it alone. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to know every inch of truth. But I know that this fox is on my side now. So why push the truth out of him? He doesn't want to talk about it. So leave it alone. It is not necessary to fix the problem at hand. The only thing I care about is Princess Peggy and Cassidy. That's what we're focusing on right now. The identity of this fox does not matter. The only time it would matter is if it was Sia, but it is not. They are not a malevolent entity, so leave it alone. You know what I mean? When you catch a fleeting flash of sorrow in the fox's eyes when it was joking, but it has no intention of revealing its true identity. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Taking you to this is proof enough that the fox is on your side. Exactly! Whoever you are, thanks. I believe you have no ill intentions.
That's the spirit. As long as we can help the missing, who I really am isn't important. Now that we've got the scabbard, it's time to go find them.
Scabbard, thank you so much for saying it. How?
We're using the scabbard as a compass. The sword and scabbard are one, and Jura's power allows them to sense and seek each other.
Ezreal? From League of Legends? Hold on, I have to look up Ezreal's voice. Because, like, now I'm thinking about it, this guy is definitely familiar. And I'm trying to figure out who it could be. Ezreal from League of Legends. League of Legends. Okay, this is not his actual voice line. This is his beach outfit. In another world where I didn't meet Gwen, Ezreal would have been my hero. Like, I'm just saying. Okay, I have to mute it. Is this you? Can you speak? There's just so much in this dialogue that he's just not speaking. There's a lot going on the screen right now. Oh, shoot. I'm skipping part of the trailer. I just need to hear his voice. I don't need to hear everything else. How can this entire trailer not actually have his voice in it? Bro didn't speak! None of them are. Oh my gosh. I'm irritated. But I'll have to look up his voice later because we don't have time right now.
But for it to work, the two can't be too far apart.
Okay.
We just carry the scabbard around the city. And if it reacts, the Hall of Ancients must be nearby.
That's a good idea. I've learned something new. You really know a lot.
I know. Let's move out right away. Let's start with the upper district. Those cunning nobles often have secret chambers in their residences.
I'm just saying, if I lived in this world, he would be going home with me. He'd be my new pet. I'd take care of him.
The lower district is my turf, but there could be sketchy figures I've not met. We're leaving no stone unturned.
Like a magician, the fox produces a leather strap from nowhere and deftly secures it around this ancient scabbard. Then he slings it across his back with ease. How did you do that with no opposable thumbs? I'm just saying. You had it all prepared, huh? Was it custom made for the scabbard?
Well, I'm always on the move, so I like to keep this strap handy just in case I need to carry something.
How did you do that with no opposable thumbs, though? Like, that in and of itself is extremely impressive.
I usually use it for roasted chicken, and it happens to fit the scabbard, too. Wait, why are we even talking about this? Let's move! Go, go, go!
You really can't tell me who you are. Oh, please, I'm just a fox. Can we focus on finding Excalibur now? Yeah, I wouldn't be this nosy about it. Like, of course I'm curious, and I would love to be, like, told, but at the same time, you can't push someone to tell you something. You know what I mean? That's not disconcerting at all, that he can put it on without any opposable thumbs. Servant York. I got here first. I paid extra for it. Arguing right in front of the restaurant. How unbecoming. I'll stop them with a mute spell. Imagine. Mute spell. Imagine being that diabolical. Just wait till I teach you a lesson. That's kind of like freaky, right? Like that's kind of malicious. You can't just mute people whenever you feel like it. That you would take a box by force? LOL. No! It would be by force. Didn't he ask us for our home last stream? He was talking about how he was trying to convince Gwyneth to take him home, right? I'll take him home. I can give you your voice back, but only if you two knock it off. The two exchange a glance, then nod at you vigorously. Lift the mute spell. Alright, I'm done arguing. The same thing always happens. To break up a fight, you have to be stronger than both of them combined. Thanks to your mighty spell, they finally cooled off a little. Let's see what sparked their fight. And why is he talking? Isn't he supposed to be, like, silent when he's outside? Because then they will immediately suspect that he's not a normal person. Dime! Why were you two arguing? Are you two trying to sabotage this place? I'm just defending that's what's mine. This guy tried to steal my silken snare reservation. They look, honestly, they look like waiters. They don't look like they reserved anything. They look like they work there. I went to great lengths to get a table here. What makes him think he can just take it from me? Hey, don't twist it. Don't get it twisted. I'm not the one who needs a new attitude. Maybe you missed it. I was trying to buy it from you. You were trying to buy it. I told you I wasn't selling, but you wouldn't listen, and I saw you slipping money to the receptionist to take my spot. Okay, that's diabolical. He was here first. I was just trying to work something out. You don't just lash out when you don't even know the full story. It doesn't matter, Zabe. It doesn't matter. He got here. It was his spot. You cannot just take it. You. Silence them with magic. Cast mute spell again. I wouldn't do this. I would just put this guy in his place. Because he needs to go home. Like, he needs to just accept it. If whatever, he can't just bribe people. This guy bought it. He was there. He made the reservation. He can't just buy a reservation if nobody's selling. That's just not how it works. Or I would have a lot of things that I wanted. At last, the two stopped bickering and simmer down. Lift the spell. We promise we won't argue anymore. Fine. I shouldn't have strong-armed you into selling your reservation to me. I got desperate. My young master was craving the food here, but the receptionist said it's fully booked. Every reservation slot is taken. Without a table, my master will surely come down on me. That sounds sad. You think my life is easy? I booked a month ago and I still couldn't get a table for my mistress. I had no choice but to buy a reservation from someone else. It cost a fortune. Wait, you bought it off someone else too? Isn't that against the rules? The restaurant can throw you out, you know. So who's gonna say? Who's gonna tattle? You? Shh! Are you trying to let the whole world know about this? This place is really popular, huh? This is unlike any restaurant I've ever seen. Honestly, like, I feel bad. I feel bad to say that, but you were the one who snoozed. You snooze, you lose. Well, it's the Silken Snare. Have you never been here before? Silken Snare is the hottest restaurant in Savannah right now. This place is run by the famous gourmet who mastered secret recipes from all over the world. Most importantly, this is a pop-up restaurant. Raisha set it up in Savannah after repeated invitations from Marcus Gervais. When she decided she's done, she shuts the place down. You won't get to enjoy her food no matter how much you pay. Right now, everyone in Savannah is eager to try out the cuisine here. It's almost impossible to get a table. Now you see why I can't give up my reservation? It's not about the money. You should ask someone else. You. Stop. Are you two going to keep this up? You're not giving up? But... I understand. I'll find another way. Like, I feel bad, but... You cannot hurt someone else for your own benefit. Like, I know it sucks, but you cannot hurt someone. Thanks for stepping in. You have no idea how nasty he was. Such an uncouth goon. I'll settle the score with him later. No need to do that. He was just desperate. This matter ends here. Do not take it further. It won't do you any good if things escalate. Your reservation isn't exactly legit, remember? This matter ends here. Don't take it any further. Come on now, I was kidding. Don't be so serious. I promise, I'll behave. Please don't tell on me. The servants bury the hatchet and get back in line. Something doesn't sit right with this popular restaurant. Not everything is some cloak and dagger affair. Cloak and dagger? They got a new skin. Do they put something weird in the food? Must be nice being a noble with all that free time. It's hard to say. What I'm saying is, there must be something special about this place. We need to find out if it has anything to do with Excalibur. Why would you assume that it has anything to do with Excalibur? I think it's more likely to assume that they're messing with the food. Like drugs. Like, genuinely. I think that's the most logical explanation. Why would you think anything it has to do with Excalibur? Not everything is about Excalibur. I'll sneak in first and take a look around. How are you gonna sneak in? They're not gonna allow an animal in. Wherever the smell of food is strongest, that's my way in. Low-key, it would make more sense if you were just hungry. You just want a free bite, don't you? That's the plan. Go take a break somewhere. I'll be back in a jiffy. With a flick of his tail, the fox nimbly drives into a nearby flower bed. Dives into a near flower. Did I even ask what I think? Fine. I'll just sit on the bench and wait. Like, you don't need to come up with a convoluted plan. Like, if you're hungry, just get food. After a while, the little fox is yet to return, but you overhear a conversation not far away. How much longer do I have to wait? Madam, would you be interested in the VIP pass to the Silken Snare? I love the nosy look. I just think it's so funny. Madam, you strike me as someone with a refined taste. You must truly appreciate Silken Snare's vision and philosophy. Are you the receptionist here? Nope. Experienced scalper? No, never pay a scalper's price. Then why are you talking to me? Oh! I just thought you wouldn't want to waste your time waiting in line, so would you like to hear more about the VIP pass? Oh, you're trying to sell me something. A VIP pass? How does it work? Besides the regular menu, Silken Snare offers a special dish exclusively to its VIPs. If you get through the queue, you can only order from the regular menu. But with a VIP pass, you'll be able to enjoy the special dish. Oh, so what's special about that dish? Is it worth my money for the VIP pass? Don't listen to him, Patrice. He's a scammer. For starters, it's the owner's proudest creation. How would he know? How would he know? He's not a receptionist. Ask him directly if he works there. Because right now, he's just spewing stuff. Its flavor is the one of a kind across all of Vesperia. If she falls for this, it's bad. Just get to the point. Looks like you know your stuff when it comes to food. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's said that the dish can rejuvenate your skin. Liar. Liar. What's next? It's gonna cure a disease? And consuming it daily could help. And consuming it daily could grant eternal youth. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it, lady. Why are you eavesdropping on them? Because I'm nosy. You startled me. I didn't mean to. Oh, he's so cute. Did you enjoy yourself in the kitchen? Your mouth is all greasy. Let's not get sidetracked. I've inspected the area. There's no trace of Excalibur around here. I don't think this is the right place. Let's try somewhere else. You and the Fox explored the upper district and discovered the wildly popular restaurant, Silken Snare. Unfortunately, you found no clue to Excalibur there. Well, no, like, duh. Scalpers are unhinged. Often they are. I just don't like scalpers. To be honest, if I was a business, I would do everything I can to stamp out scalpers. So that's why I like it when there's anti-scalper measures taken. And then when scalpers get their comeuppance, you know, like, I love it when they're, like, what's that one Halo thing? It was Halo or Destiny? I forgot, whatever game it was. There was, like, a golden edition. So the scalpers bought, like, all of the whole stock. And it was supposed to be, like, golden edition, limited edition. But for whatever reason, it really wasn't limited. And there was so many because all the scalpers bought, like, a ton of it. So then the regular edition of the game actually sold more and sold better. Snuggy, welcome in. How are you doing? Excalibur. Excalibur. Come on, let's check out where I live. It's the safest place in the lower district, but maybe there's blind spots I didn't catch. I'm good. I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually quite excited because Lolly Rock is coming back, and I'm just so excited. I missed that series, and I had regrets feature around that series because I was like, I wish I supported it when it was here so that I could show them that I liked it, because all I did was watch it. And I did watch it through legal means, so I did support them in that way, but I wish I could have, like, bought something. So hopefully they have dolls this time so I can support the production that way. Okay, the sword isn't here. The sword isn't here, but my home's as cozy as ever. Alright, my place is clear. Let's check other parts of the lower district. So fast, you're so lazy. Don't be so quick to judge. My family has lived here for generations, alright? One sniff and I'll know if anything's off. You really live here. Need help getting rid of these buckets? Yep. As the saying goes, there's no place like home. My family's been here since my grandfather's time. Come to think of it, we've called this place home for over 20 years. You have a grandfather. Just because I never mention him doesn't mean he doesn't exist. How do you think I came into this world? True. My grandfather once wished to be taken in as a noble's pet. but his fur color wasn't up to their standards. That's crazy. So he had no choice but to tough it out on the streets of Savannah. Then came my father and then me. They'll both are gone now. You're just a liar. Like, I just don't believe that. I simply do not believe that, little fox. But it's okay. Like, I don't care that much. Anyway, you got to trust our judgment. This is one of the safest spots in the lower district. If you ever mess up or if it's the wrong person off, I could let you stay here for a while. Of course, you're also welcome to drop by whenever you miss me, but I'm usually not around. Got it. Do I look like someone who's always in trouble? Are there easier ways to reach you? Excellent. You gotta get to the lower district. Most of it was locked for a week. After our quest of the fox, I had to wait days. No, I hate waiting. But I'm glad that by the time I get to the story, it's pretty much all unlocked. Now let's get back to business. It's time to visit other parts of the lower district. Honestly, the fox is definitely the highlight for me. I love the fox. The fox is like my favorite character. This tavern looks suspicious. Let's have a look inside. Go to the bar. Fox is a cool animal, right? Whoa! I'll have Savannah's night, please. Everyone, fate has brought us together to celebrate. I thought he was hiding. Magister Merlin buying everyone drinks. Hooray! Why would you do that? You're the best, Merlin. Savannah's night is the best drink ever. When did I offer that? You think my money comes easily? I didn't see that. Don't get all worked up. That is like the worst thing you could do. Honestly, he lost points there. He lost points there. Because why are you volunteering my money? Like, that's not cool. Like, it's giving Sinbad. It's giving kind of scammer. Look, you need drinks to loosen up first. Then somebody's bound to blab. I wish you had started with that. I wish you had started with that and, like, axed. This is probably the best place in the lower district to pick up information, but no one here will help you for free. Information comes at a price, you know. Now the mood's just right. As long as you don't push too hard, the folks will be more than happy to talk. Go on, mingle around. See what you can dig up. What will you do while I approach these people? I'll have my own mission, which is... grab all the drinks I can. Better let me enjoy them than those strangers, don't you think? Looks like the fox would rather take it easy than help you. Try toasting the patrons and see what you can find out. I don't mind that he's a little bit conniving and a little bit sneaky, because that's the fox's kind of personality anyway. That's how I expect a fox to behave. But offering, like, I just draw the line at, like, malicious activity. And currently, you're costing me money. And I find that malicious. It's giving scammer. Speaking of Fox, excited for the new Star Fox 64 remake. Hey, I hope you enjoy it. The crowd keeps eating fabricated gossip on the kingdom and royal family. Ouch, yeah. I don't like that about the citizens either. Honestly, he better make it up to me, the fox. Because I don't like how he behaved. Drink with a pair. Here you are. Cheers! Thanks for buying us drinks. Here's to you. Anything exciting going on lately? Exciting. Unfortunately, none of what's happening in Savannah could be called that. First came the disputes over the throne, then the chapel vanished without a trace. Now something about the missing have returned, saying Princess Peggy couldn't draw the sword, blaming the queen. I don't know much about politics, but I've met Princess Peggy before. She's a lovely, kind young lady. Her failure to draw the sword is no warrant for all the ridicule she's receiving. Exactly. They're above. Please help her get through this safely. She doesn't deserve all this hardship. Oh, wrong button. Thanks for the treat. You're the most generous person I know. Well, second only to Prince Orion. That feels like a clue to Merlin. Is Prince Orion generous? What makes you say that? Don't you think so? Oh, I see. You don't know him very well, do you? Let me tell you about his acts of wisdom and compassion. I'll be brief. Take this recent protest over the rising cost of food. The council did nothing but brush us off with insincere talk about the greater good of Savannah's economy. But Prince Orion truly cares for us. He came to see us in person, showed us his support, and even handed out food. Then there was some of those wicked Bantus Graveborns. Okay. Alright, you lost me. You lost me there. Because I'm all for people giving out food and helping people who need it. I love that. Pro. But the Bantus Graveborns, calling them wicked, you don't know them. Okay, I mean, I just don't like that they're disrespectful to the Graveborns. But let's give them a break. Let's give them a break. Obviously, the Lightbearer Empire doesn't have very good like relationships with the Graveborn, and we saw that in White Ridge, but whatever. Who just won't stop causing trouble in Asheville County. And how does the Queen respond? She's too much a coward to go to war, and she merely sends a token force to the border and calls it a day. Okay, so Queen hater. When people fear being killed in their sleep, it is Prince Orion who comes to their aid, giving them weapons to fight back. Those weapons are high-quality pieces made by the dwarves from Ironhold Bay. They don't come cheap. I don't think he's done anything more than the Queen has. He hasn't made any meaningful changes. He does offer support, but none that actually helps. These are all kind of disrespectful to Prince Orion. I wouldn't say any of these. Because, I guess, meaningful change? No, because who am I to decide what is a meaningful change or not? If it means something to them, who received it, you know what I mean? Like, if I gave my dad a book, right? You might not like a book, and you might think it is not a meaningful gift. But to my father, that book might be the book he grew up with, or like a book that I wrote or something, you know, like there could be something special and meaningful that is specific to that person. That is not, you know what I mean? So who am I to say that it is not meaningful? They were the ones who received the food and all of that. So they're the ones who can say it's meaningful or not. I don't think he's done anything more than the Queen has. I don't think that's fair to say either, because he gave out food. Like, he has done more in some regards. And food does help. So I can't say any of this. I guess I'm going to say this. At least it is the most, like, neutral, I think. That's not right. Prince Orion has no real power with the queen in charge. So this is all he can do for us. The Queen's abuse of power... Abuse? That's a little far. Has left Savannah in chaos. If she really is as innocent as she claims, she should step down already. But I believe better days are coming soon. After what happened to the chapel, Prince Orion taking the throne is basically a done deal. After all, King Roland has already shown us the right choice by rejecting that little girl. Do you know who Jessie Ridgway is? I don't. Is she... I'm gonna look them up. Jessie Ridgway. Oh, some dude. I can't find a reliable article. Psycho Kid? Is this a show? Is he an actor? He is an actor. American actor, comedian, director, writer, producer, streamer, and YouTuber from New Jersey. He does a lot. Psycho series, The Devil Inside, My Virtual Escape, The Spirit of Ursula, Crisis, or Crisis, The Growth of the Story Fire, The Story Fire Became CEO. I don't know any of those. I like how it says student formerly. I mean, I was a student formerly as well. What do you mean? I think we were all students formerly. That's like former child. His whole family has a wiki? Current friends? What on earth? Current enemies? Haters and stalkers? Why is this all on his wiki? No, I've never heard of this person before. After all, King Roland has already shown us... Okay. It's a shame that Prince Orion wasn't there at the time. I'm sure he would have drawn the sword and proved himself. So here we are, raising a toast to the Prince Orion's upcoming reign. While I do agree that Prince Orion should probably be king, I don't think the maliciousness should happen. Because even the Queen doesn't want Peggy to be princess. Or I mean to be queen. we're all in agreement that Prince Orion should be king. So it doesn't need to be like a war. Why is there a cat on top of it? I mean, a cat would be on top of that. I just don't like the maliciousness for no reason. Because we're not enemies. We're all on the same side. Appreciate the drinks, Magister Merlin. You really are as generous as the rumors say. Cheers. Wow, Magister Merlin buying me drinks? Talk about a lucky day. Yeah, you're practically a legend to us. We've heard so many about your remarkable deeds, like turning wastelands into fertile fields and deserts into oases. It's true, I've been to all those places. Like overcoming scary hypofiends. Once you even repelled a towering one with just a single spell. By the way, is it true that you possess a secret trove overflowing with rare treasure? And a scroll that holds the secrets of the world? Since when did I own a secret trove? Where did you learn all that from? 100 facts about Magister Merlin. That book is all the rage in Savannah right now. You haven't heard of it? The author claims to be your personal acquaintance. I told you not to take that book seriously. The earlier parts about Merlin's power might hold some truth, but those far-fetched tales that follow are obviously made up. The author made it sound so convincing, and since Magister Merlin was the subject, I thought... Mortified, the patron closes his eyes. Now is your chance to do some digging. He will be willing to answer just about anything you change the subject. Rumors aren't reliable, like those surrounding the royal family recently. Not necessarily. You know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. The royal family is going through a rough patch these days. After what happened in the Hall of Ancients, I suppose they're close to naming an heir. Oh? Aren't the Queen and Prince Orion's supporters still at loggerheads now? Have they settled their differences? You've heard about the chapel disappearing, right? Many nobles were inside when it happened. Some of the missing came back not long ago, and they claim Princess Peggy failed to draw Excalibur. Thank you so much for, I believe, the follow. I don't actually see it, but I heard the sound effect. But thank you so much. Some of the missing have... Okay. Yes, it was a follow. That's what this pie on my head is. I suppose I need to spell out what her failure implies. Word is King Roland rejected Princess Peggy because of the Queen's meddling in governance. Where did they get all that from? Personally, I think everyone's being unfair to the Queen. Didn't the King entrust the Empire to her when he fell seriously ill? Exactly! Thank you, Patron Sarah. Thank you! Why not just hand over the throne to Prince Orion? Putting the Queen in charge, that's never happened before. You don't think that's a problem? Why is it bad to show respect to his wife? You know what I mean? Like, she's capable. That's all that matters, right? Someone who is capable. And for whatever reason, Orion was not seen as capable yet. The prince hadn't come of age yet at that time. Exactly, you see? See? That's no issue. When I was his age, I was already traveling far and wide, trading as I went. 15 years ago, I was in White Ridge. Okay, that's you. That's you. And then you don't want a child to sacrifice their childhood, right? Might as well just let them have their childhood until they become an adult. It started storming here. Ooh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you like that or not? Because I like the rain. Let the rain fall down. The patron launches a long-winded tale of his past, while his companion listens with a weary expression. Oh my gosh. That's probably all you can learn from them. You make him an excuse and leave the table. Despite spending time and money at the tavern, you learn nothing of value. You make a mental note not to go along with every idea the little fox comes up with next time. Come to think of it, where's that sneaky fox? The dog right there. Nothing left to investigate. Let me round up the fox and head out. I want to try to pet the dog, though. Can I pet that dog? I can't pet that dog. Talk to the waitress. Waitress? This one? The maid? Care for some drinks or sides, honored guest? What do you sell here? We got ribs, grilled steak, chicken wings, fried chicken, meat pies, pan-seared fish, sausages, you name it. For the ribs alone, we have 6 different sauces, barbecue, maple glaze, and more. You didn't even list them, but okay. Just check the menu for the full list. Food here at the Rusty Barrel Tavern is top tier. Honestly, some folks don't even come for the ale. They come specifically to eat. You open the menu and the names of the dishes practically leap off the page at you. Even though you didn't plan on eating, you find yourself saying, I'll have the ribs, I'll take the fried chicken, I'll take the steak, I'll have one of everything. I'm vegetarian, so I wouldn't eat any of that. But, fried chicken sounds decent. Coming up, the waitress brings you the food to your table, a moment of peace. Enjoy the meal. After finishing every last bite, the waitress returns with a bright smile and hands you the bill. Thanks for dining at the Rusty Barrel. Here's your bill whenever you're ready. You smile and nod, reaching for your wallet. I'm scared because of the total of all the drinks. Only to realize with a shock that you don't have it. After all, you were just wandering around. You weren't planning to eat. Madam? Can I put this on the tab? I forgot my wallet. This is horrible. This is horrible. This is my nightmare. This must be a nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. I'm gonna say I forgot my wallet. I'm terribly sorry, but that isn't really how we do things here. Tell you what, why don't you give me the name of the person who will be paying, and I'll go ask my boss. Put it on your own tab, put it on your friend's tab. I gotta put it on my own tab. That's only fair. You write a single name with a flourish. Merlin. Merlin? You mean the great Magister Merlin? You're not joking, are you? It really is me. You can verify with the owner. No, it's fine. I'll check with the boss in a bit. Please try to settle the bill within the week. The waitress bows and accepts the tab with a slightly trembling hand. I was about to blame the fox. You see, I would never do that. Personally, it doesn't sit right with me to put people in bad positions. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Oops, I missed the title. What was the title? Like, I would feel bad putting someone under pressure. Even if they put me under pressure. I would just cut them off, to be honest. Like, if you don't respect me, I'm not gonna stick around. Bill. Unpaid tab. Bill. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill. But, do you know what time it is? Do you know? But I do. War is not freedom. Over my shoulder I see a clearer view. Offer my family a reason I'm breathing. Everything to lose. Should I ask myself in the water what a warrior would do? Are you ready? Are you ready to clown around with Luna and Molly, a clown and her dolly on the big comfy couch? I wish I could see that show again for the first time. But we're going to be raiding out to Marshmallow. It's been a while since we've raided out to them, so I hope we have a good time. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're doing maybe art. Yes, they're doing art. It's art! Wasn't that from Iron Giant? But, I hope you have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye! Bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just